Hi everybody, welcome to the channel. I expect there'll be about 10 episodes or so for this build, so hopefully it's interesting enough for you guys to all stick around until the end. In this episode I'm just going to be doing a catch up so you can see everything that I've done off screen so far. There is a bit there, but there's a lot still to go. So let's get into it. Michael, that's Ghost, and this is the Drogon Build Part 1. Okay, so as you can see, I've done a fair bit of work on him already. I apologise for the stretched screen, it's a bit distorted. I'm going to be using landscape from now on when I film, and I will be filming everything from this point on. The next episode I'll be working on the head, so you'll see how I got it to this point. So the majority of this skeleton is actually made out of PVC pipe. I just wanted something lightweight that was, flexible and I could work with it. And I've also built an exoskeleton out of steel to take the weight of it so that it's not on my back. It's just a simple hinge in the neck here so that he can turn side to side. And I'll have an actuator that actually powers that. I went through a bunch of different designs for the wings. This is the simplest one I could come up with that actually still detached from the body, because this whole thing needs to be moved at some point. So I had to keep in mind the whole way through this build that it needs to be disassembled and fit into a van. That's been the trickiest part of this build. With the tail, I'm actually really happy with how it turned out. I've got a few hinges in here just to make it swing side to side. The wings themselves actually fold down and open all the way out. They're actually quite large, but they fold up so that I can walk around on them. And they will get their own episode at some point soon. As I said earlier, the head is going to be the main focus of episode 2. I've actually done a lot more on it than what you're seeing right here, so make sure you subscribe so that you can see that one. The hinges that I used on the legs, they were actually originally bought for my car. I was going to give it vertical doors like a Lamborghini, but I decided not to and use them on this instead, and I've realised they're a bit heavy, so I'm going to swap them out for something better. And I've got hinges on the tail there that you can see, and the reason for that is so that when he stands up straight, the tail will actually fold back rather than snapping. I'm trying to show you what I mean here. As the head comes up, the tail obviously drops down. At the neck I have hinges and actuators attached, so that as he's walking down on his wings, his head's pointing straight out, and then as he stands up, the actuators will pull on the hinges and he'll be looking down at people. And I'm hoping that that made sense. If not, it will eventually. You'll understand what I mean. At the moment, the wings are just activated by me, so it's just my arms that hold them up, which isn't easy. All I'm doing there is pushing down, and just the way that I built it, it's as I put pressure down on it, the wing folds up. It's actually relatively easy to do that, but it's the lifting the wings up off the ground that's tricky, but I'm going to motorise that. I do have big plans for these wings. The chest is somewhat half, not really done. I've got a lot of work to go on it, but the basic shape's there. There's skins there for the tail, for the neck, and as you can see, the leg. Each of these pieces, they're all going to get their own episode, so you'll see me build one of these legs from scratch. The only thing I'm worried about with the leg is the foot. Having that buckler in the middle, they're gonna brush against each other and get knocked off, so it's really about functionality versus anatomically correctness. Alright, well thanks for watching. I'll get another video out as soon as I can, so yeah, until next time.